We now move to Sweden. We have with us Lennart Johannson, International Coordinator, Faculty of Science and Technology, Umeå University. He will also introduce and make accessible doctoral studies in Sweden through the lens of Umeå University. Welcome, Lennart.
Thank you very much. The usual question is, if I share my screen, will you actually see my presentation? So if I get some sort of thumbs up from someone?
I will let you know, Lennart. Yeah, we see it. We see your screen.
Excellent, excellent. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. And as my colleague from Denmark just told you, we do have a lot of Indian students, especially at the master level, but also at the PhD level. And several of these have become very established group leaders and research leaders at Umeå University. So there is definitely a history between India and Umeå University. Briefly then, what about Umeå University? Well, it's a bit further north than Denmark. We were just here, but now we are here, which is about 300 kilometers south of the Arctic Circle. So we do get close to Arctic nights. Right now it's getting quite dusky, but otherwise we also have almost Arctic days, which means that we have almost no night during summer. Anyway, the communication to and from Umeå University is excellent. We have a lot of trains leaving Umeå and arriving, and it's only 1 hour flight time from Arlanda, which is at the capital of Stockholm. Umeå University is the 5th largest university in Sweden, and we have roughly 36,000 students registered, as well as about 4,000 employees, almost 300 professors, and 4 faculties that organize the activities, including then also a school for teaching. So the professors will be the ones that usually lead a research group. And I will focus on the activities inside my own faculty, which is science and technology. But I will also briefly mention some of the general aspects of joining as a PhD student. Inside the faculty, we have a number of different subject areas, and almost every one of them are also attached in with the heavy research. So in the area of biology, computing science, physics, chemistry, molecular biology, and mathematics, we have a heavy, or I would say large, accompanying structure of different projects, research projects, and cooperation with industry and similar. We denominate this PhD studies as a 3rd cycle studies, which is common enough, and it involves a 4-year cycle where you are supposed to finish your PhD. In order to enroll, you have to have at least 4 years of previous studies at a higher educational institution that are recognized. And the enrollment into a PhD position is an individual one. We do not offer any general PhD programs. Instead, you have to qualify for the position that is available or announced at the open positions site. And inside the presentation, you have 2 references. The first one, open positions. If you just Google that on our website, you will find an web page where all these available positions are announced right now. And then the second one here is for the specific faculty positions that I may give you a hint on later. So the thing is, all these research areas are administrated roughly by a director that handles most of the PhD organizations inside a given area. So that director is listed in the web pages. So that's one person that you can contact. He or she will generally give you direction on how to proceed. There's also a possibility to find the different group leaders and inquire about available positions. And this is a bit awkward way, since they get a lot of these kind of inquiries. So sometimes it's very hard to get an answer. Instead, if you are able to point out that there is already an existing connection between your university and ours, it could be connections between research projects and professors and so on. Any such connection existing will help you at least get past the first hurdles. As another way, it's a bit more time consuming, is to actually enroll in our master's programs. They will qualify you for a PhD studies. And as you have been active in the area at our own university and the departments that you presumably will continue in, you have a history, you are a known factor, and it's easier to get from a master degree to an available PhD position, if such exists. And as my colleague from Denmark has told you, you will be employed. So this is a working position. It will continue for 4 years. That's the normal time frame, but as you will most probably also be employed as a teacher or teaching assistant, time from your research will be less, and then you get compensated. So if you have 20% position as a learning assistant while doing your own research, the time frame will be increased by 1 year. So it's going to be 4 years, 5 years in all. And then one tactic that is absolutely useless is to send inquiries about PhD positions to our deans and prefects. Prefects, those being the boss at the different department. Do not do this. They will just be considered as spam. So we do have a lot of research in our faculty, and these are just a brief walkthrough of the available. Let us check, what time is it? How much time do I have left? Well,
you have a couple of more minutes. You've got around 4 or 5 minutes more. Please go ahead.
Oh yeah. Okay. So applied physics and electronics, we use we have a number of projects inside that area: energy technology, applied electronics, and applied physics. Computing science is a hugely expanding department, and we are almost 300 researchers and professors right now, and it's increasing in size constantly. You have a number of research areas listed here. I think that's what's most popular right now is the research in artificial intelligence, which is a broad subject at our university and involves social science also, where you consider the impact of artificial intelligence in different areas and also in society as a whole. We have connected to research in AI and computational science, also mathematics and mathematical statistics, and also a number of research areas in physics. And these are just a brief list, as I mentioned earlier. The area is exceptionally broad. Another general area where we have a lot of international involvement is inside the biological area, and especially the research in environmental issues and global warming is, of course, on top of the list right now. Chemistry is an area where we have a number of very proficient professors, and right now in biological chemistry we have a research group that has discovered an alternative way of antibiotics. And of course, we just in last year received the Nobel Prize in Chemistry due to the work of Emmanuel Carpentier and Jennifer Doudna. And she was working in chemistry, but also particularly in one center at the molecular biology department called MIMS, which is co-hosted by our molecular biology and the medical department. And inside molecular biology, we have a lot of research in especially infection biology and different microbiological issues. Connecting to the departments that I just walked through is also a Ume Plant Science Center and the Department of Physical Botany. This center is a cooperation between the Umeå University and the University of Agriculture and Forestry. And this is a very popular postdoc site, and the research is centered on different plant issues, of course, but also in plant and forest genetics, where they have, for instance, deduced the whole genome of spruce. Swedish Institute, that's a site which you should mark if you are interested in becoming a PhD. It's a website with lots of information that will help you in practical ways and also navigate the Swedish way. Study in Sweden is another one that you should at least take note of. And of course, the Migration Agency. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lennart. So we're done for today's program. We actually had a very short program today as against day 1 and day 2. So thank you all for being here. Thank you to the speakers, and thank you to the students who have come over to be part of this. I know it's been very difficult because almost for 2 years now we've been online, and I think everybody's been in a state of digital saturation at the moment. So thank you all for coming, and all of you know who to contact. We're all here. You can write to Nordic Center and we will get you in touch with the persons concerned, including the speakers here wherever appropriate. So thank you all very much, and thank you for coming here. We will end the meeting now. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.